Hello students, I am explaining chapter number 1 matter in our surrounding for class 9 science, and in this video I am going to explain Intex 4 nothing but the questions which are present inside the chapter on page number 10. So this whole chapter I have explained everything and I have uploaded all the video. Go through my channel, watch all the videos and then come to this video where we are going to solve each and every questions which are there inside the chapter. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1. Why does a desert cooler cool better on hot dry day? So desert cooler, it is used to cool the surrounding area. So it will work better on hot dry day it seems. We have to tell the reason. Answer. A desert cooler works on the principle of evaporation. So what is evaporation? It is nothing but conversion of liquid into gases, or I can say water into water vapors at room temperature. At room temperature. So we are not going to heat it. At room temperature, if we convert water into water vapor, the process is called as evaporation. And on this principle, the desert cooler will work. Let's see the answer in detail. On a hot dry day, the air has low humidity. Hot dry day means what? The sun temperature will be very high. It will be a sunny day. And in sunny day, humidity or water moisture in the air will be less. So, water evaporates faster. During evaporation, water absorbs the heat from the surrounding, making their air cooler. For example, if this is a desert cooler, I'll write here, this is a desert cooler and this is the surrounding area. If there is a hot day, if there is a sunny day or a hot day, due to this, surrounding temperature will be very high. I'll write here, the surrounding temperature is very high. And if the temperature is very high, here humidity is less. Humidity is less, means water vapors, the moisture in the surrounding area here will be less. And because of this, the water present in the desert cooler will get the heat from the surrounding. See, the heat from the surrounding, it will absorb and this water will convert into water vapor. Water vapor, which is called as evaporation. And this water vapors will goes off into the air. To convert this liquid water into water vapors, this desert cooler is using the heat from the surrounding. If it use this heat from the surrounding, then this area becomes cool. If it use the heat from here, this surrounding, then this area becomes cool. If it is using the heat from this surrounding, then this area becomes cool. And because of this, the surrounding whole area becomes cool. That is the main procedure of desert cooler. Therefore, a desert cooler better work on the hot dry day. Imagine if it is a rainy day. So in rainy days or in a colder days, surrounding there will be more amount of water vapors. There is no heat at all. There is no high temperature at all in the surrounding. If there is already water vapors into the surrounding, then this water which is present in the desert cooler will not get the much heat to convert into vapors, and there is no space for the water vapors. Already there are water vapors. And that's why in rainy days or in a colder days, desert cooler will not work. Remember, to work for desert cooler, we require high temperature, nothing but hot days. And even there should not be any humidity, so low humidity. Humidity means water vapor. If there is no water vapors in the surrounding, if there is a high temperature, then only desert cooler can work. So I hope you'll understand the answer for question number 1. Now we'll see the next question. Question number 2. How does the water kept in an earthen pot, nothing but matka, becomes cool during summer season? Again, summer season is nothing but what? Hot, dry days. That is called as summer season. Surrounding temperature will be very high here. So in summer season, the people you maybe have seen, they will keep the water in earthen pots. When it gets cool, then that water will be used to drink. So see the answer. An earthen pot or a matka has tiny pores in its wall. So imagine if this is the matka or earthen pot, and in this matka, which is made up of earth or the mud, so inside the wall of this mud or the earthen pot, there will be small holes or the pores which are present, because these are made up of mud or the soil. So therefore there will be small pores on the wall of this earthen pot. Water slowly seeps out through these pores. So the water which you take inside this earthen pot, this water slowly enters these pores which are present on the wall and try to seeps out, means try to come out from these holes. Small amount of water will try to come into these holes and evaporate from the surface. So once the water comes from these holes, this water will absorb the heat from the surrounding. So this is called a surrounding. Surrounding is very hot because it is a summer season. And this hot temperature, this high temperature will absorbed by this water from the pores and it get converted into gaseous state or vapors. So you can see here, this water in the pores of the matka has absorbed the surrounding heat. If this all the surrounding heat is absorbed, then the surrounding area becomes what? It becomes cool. If the same thing happens on the other side, if this all the water from the pores absorb the surrounding heat, then the surrounding area, it becomes what? It becomes cool. And therefore, the water gets cool. Now see, during evaporation, water absorbs heat from the pot and the remaining water inside which lowers the temperature. So the remaining water which is present inside the pot becomes cool. Therefore, water becomes cool due to evaporation. So here also the principle is evaporation. So this matka or the earthen pot makes water cool. This also runs on the process or the principle called as evaporation, conversion of water into vapors at room temperature. We are not heating here. So this is the answer for question number 2. Now we will move with question number 3. Question number 3. Why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or petrol or perfume on it? This is a very common example you maybe have seen. If you apply perfume or if you put petrol on the palm, you will feel cold. We have to tell the reason for this. So see here, acetone is one of the chemical which is nothing but category of ketones. So this acetone which is present in nail paint remover, you maybe have seen. If you put nail paint removal onto the palm or on the fingers, you will feel cold. Why? That reason we have to explain here. So the answer is acetone, petrol, perfume are volatile liquids. Volatile means which converts or which evaporates quickly. Remember, volatile means converts into gases and that too quickly. So this you have to remember, that is called as volatile. So petrol, perfume, acetone all are volatile. When they are applied on the palm, they evaporate rapidly. When you put these all chemicals on the palm, on your hand, they evaporate very quickly or rapidly. So for evaporation, what we want heat. So imagine if this is the hand. I am very poor in drawing, so try to understand. If this is a palm, then if you put here some acetone or a petrol or a perfume, what this will do? To evaporate or to convert into gas, it absorbs the heat from our palm. It absorbs the heat from our surrounding of this palm area. And when it absorbs the surrounding area of this palm and it converts into gas, this all surrounding area becomes cool. And that is the reason. So during evaporation, it absorbs the heat from the palm, which lowers the temperature of our skin and therefore our palm feels cold due to evaporation, causing cooling. Very simple answer for this question. Now the next question. Question number 4. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from saucer rather than a cup? So whenever we drink tea, hot tea or a milk, it will be easier to drink the milk or the tea from a saucer or a plate instead of cup. You maybe have seen, if you imagine a cup, it will look like this. And if you imagine a saucer, it will look like this. So see the surface area. Here I'll change the color. So this is here tea, hot tea, and here this is the hot tea. So the surface area matters. Here surface area is less and here surface area is more. So the surface of a tea, hot tea, which is under contact with this atmosphere is less. Here the surface of the tea which is in contact with the atmosphere is high. Now see the answer for this question, very simple. When hot tea or milk is poured into a saucer, it spreads into a thin layer. See here, it has formed a thin layer. The surface area increases. Yes, surface area increases here. So it cools faster. Because when the surface area increases, from here also it will absorb the heat from the surrounding, gets cool. Here also it will absorb the heat from the surrounding, it gets cool. So this all tea which is on the surface, all will absorb the heat from the surrounding and gets cool. But in case of cup, the surface area is very less. The amount of tea which will absorb the heat from the surrounding and getting cooling is less. So it will take more time compared to saucer. Very simple. So I see the answer, because it is cooler, we can sip it. but fast without burning our mouth. So reason is more surface area, faster cooling, safe to drink quickly. So in cup, the surface area is less, therefore cooling process will get slow. In saucer, surface area is more, so the cooling process will be faster. Therefore, we can drink quickly in saucer and we can cool slowly in case of cup. So this was the answer for question number 4. Now we'll see the next question. Question number 5. What type of clothes should we wear in summer? So summer season means what? It will be hot days. Remember, temperature will be high. That is called summer. Answer. In summer, we should wear clothes that are, first one, light in color. Light in color means like white or light yellow, etc., which reflect sunlight or heat, which will not absorb heat. You should not wear any dark color, like especially black, because carbon or the black color will absorb the heat. So we should wear light color so that they will reflect. Reflect means what? If this is the cloth or the light color cloth, and if this is the sun, the light from the sun, when it hits the cloth, it goes back in the same media. This is called as reflection, coming, hitting the surface and going back. So it will not absorb here. It will not absorb in the body. That is the reason. Second, loose fitting. Allow air circulation and keep the body cool. So the clothes should be loose fitting, so that there will be much amount of air circulating inside the clothes, which can make body cool. Third one, cotton or light breathable fabrics. So why cotton or light? Cotton, because they will absorb the sweat from the body. The body will be liberating, releasing sweat that is required, the water coming from the body. So that water is called as sweat. Sweat will be absorbed by the cotton clothes and the clothes become wet. But this cotton clothes can easily evaporate that sweat into the surrounding and the body becomes cool. So these are the 3 reasons which we have to remember why to wear or which type of clothes we can wear in summer. Sometimes question can be asked, why we should wear cotton clothes in the summer, give reason. So the answer will remain same. So the reason is these clothes helps the body stay cool and comfortable in hot weather. So this reason I have given in one line. So this is the answer for question number 5. I hope you will understand the explanation of these all the questions. Here I have completed the question answers for Intex 4, and with this I have completed all the Intex from this chapter number 1, that is matter in our surrounding. So total we have 4 Intex, Intex 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth one is present on page number 10. So after this I am going to start with NCERT questions which are present at the end of the chapter. So like my videos, share my videos with your friends so that everybody will get the help of these all the videos. And if you are getting little bit also help from these all the videos, then please consider subscribing my channel. Thank you so much.